This is Auto Body Man coming to you live from my driveway. I'm a little fluffy. I know it. I'm proud of it. I'm trying to lose weight. But today I'm going to show you the right way to buff a car. Make sure you have an oscillating buffer that doesn't scratch, microfiber cloth to wipe off the compound after you get done using it. And by the way, I'm using compound, not wax. Wax has silicone in it and will destroy your car over time. And if you don't use it every week for the rest of its vehicle's life, then it will destroy your paint. That's why I prefer compound. There's 3 types of compounds I would rather use. If you want more information about that, I'll let you know. But today I'm gonna go get my ingredients. Let's go. Today, for you, I have a Craftsman oscillating buffer. It's kind of old, if you noticed. Had this for 10 years. Still works. I need my extension cord. Because this isn't battery operated, I need an extension cord. And so I don't pull it out. The extension cord off is while I'm mid buffing, I tend to put a knot in it. Make sure it lines up. Plug it in. I know it works, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to flip the switch on top. See, it works. Every 10 years or so is when you want to get a new buffer, because that's when the motor starts to go bad, the pad, everything. There are replacement pads out there, but it's just cheaper to get a new buffer. Today I'm using New Finish. This will last, the expiration on this will last about 5 years. That's just in the bottle. When you use it, it has when you use it on a car, the quality of the buff will actually add a clear coat to your car, and that's with any compound. This is not 3M. Technically, I don't have to buff with this, but I'm going to do it anyways because I want to get the extra shine on it that most people don't realize. Then I don't have to put any more elbow grease into it that I don't need to. But always wear eye protection. Luckily, I wear glasses, so I don't have to worry about that. And if you have any questions on how to get this headlight almost to this, I could do a video on that later for you. But right now, I'm going to show you the right way to compound a car. First, make sure you have a buffing pad that fits your buffer that you have. I have a 10-inch buffing buffer. So when you get it, pull it out. Some of these carry 2. I would rather use microfiber, but right now the only one I could afford at the time is a cloth, cotton. The reason I prefer microfiber, like if I can pull it out, microfiber likes to stick to things. This is a microfiber cloth. It will not scratch your car. It will also help with swirls and other types. This is a microfiber cloth. It's good for polishing and waxing. Luckily, I don't have to worry about that because the compound also takes off a little bit of clear, but it also puts another layer on it. So that's why I like the compound. Wax. Over time, yeah, they say wax is good, wax is good, wax is good. But in the long run, wax is bad, especially with the acid rain. The acid rain will actually take off your clear coat if you're not careful. If you store it in a garage, that's even better. But even then, you don't even, technically you have to wax at least twice and at least 3 times a month to get it to do the same thing that a compound does once a month. You don't have to compound your car every month. That's the other good thing about it. Wax, you have to compound or use the wax because the silicone that's in it. You have to keep waxing it for the rest of its life. Compound, if you get the right sheen on it, you don't have to compound it for more than a year at a time. My stepdad doesn't like to wash his car, but he did allow me to use his car for this video today. To save time, I'm just going to get right into it. I'm going to put my pad on. Make sure you always wash these pads. I actually washed it and then repackaged just so y'all see what it actually looks like when it's in the package. And anytime you go to wash your stuff after you get done using it, make sure it's in a load by itself so you don't get any of your clothes dirty with any of the compound that's being used. So, I like to start by make sure to wash your car. Always wash your car. Because where I'm at, I did wash the car, and then I am going to compound it. That's the best time to do it. Man, these sweat flies like me today. But always do this in the shade. It's always better because the hotter the car is, the more likely it's going to eat the compound. So this is what I do normally. Grab a cloth. Doesn't have to be microfiber. Clean it off a little bit. Because if it's new, then you don't have to do this. But with its cloth, always good. Keep it. Me, I like to make sure I don't hit. You don't need a lot. They say about a quarter size helps. Never ever let the cord touch the car. Go back and forth to let it rub through in. Then you go the other way. This is like the fastest way to do it. That's the best way, I believe, that it works. Prevents you from getting swirl marks in your paint. And you come out with a nice shine. Then whatever's left, basically wipe off. After 2 passes, get a nice clean look. You can do this 2 or 3, 4 times. The best chemical out, or the best compound out there is 3M. But it also takes paint off your car, but it also puts like 3 layers of clear coat back on. And it'll actually give you that beaded look you want when you go to actually, when the Actually, rain hits it. Me, since I'm still using it, put it in my back pocket, my front, and go to the next side. Rub it in a little so it doesn't fling everywhere. Overlapping's okay. This is more than one method of doing it. That's why I said it's good to have a dew buffer when you do this. Always lean into the direction you're going. When you're going to side like this. And make sure it hits everything. There's my second pass. If you notice, compound actually works on the headlights too. That's the reason why I like it. Always get around those special, unique parts of the hood too. If you have a swirl marks in your hood, there's also a 3M product called Swirl Be Gone or something. Swirl away. And that's the best type of thing you could use for that. If you're getting swirls in your clear coat. If you ever get any compound in the middle of your cracks, that's an easy fix. Just raise the hood, or if it's on the hood. And that's the best way to actually put compound on the car. If you're going to do headlights, make sure you wet sand this a little bit with 3000 grit or 4000 grit. Wet sand. It'll take off the acid erosion that's already on it, and it also makes it smooth, so when you go to buff it with compound, it will actually take out all that stuff. That's today's tip when you're waxing cars. Always make it look good. That's another today's video on how to wax or how to do your compound on a car properly. If you have any questions or comments, always leave them below and I'll get to them as fast as I can. If you like that, it'll like the vehicle like the video today,